Hello and welcome to episode 0 of 2026 March Mammal Madness. Today we are going to be watching the edited stream from the other day. Had a lot of fun there and you're in for a long one, so grab some snacks and enjoy. Hello and welcome to March Mammal Madness 2026. Man, a year goes by so fast. It truly always does. I swear. There's never enough time between the first ones and the last ones, but hey, I'm not complaining. Gonna try to speed run you along the rules here. We got 64 animals split up into 4 different divisions, seeded from 1 to 16, 1 being the best, 16 being the worst. And as every great game in the world, we have some rules to follow here. Everyone is at their peak condition, stats and injury wise. Losing equals fleeing or death or KO, and home field goes to the higher seed. Animals would there be if there were 3 more? And these are 4 random locations for the Elite 8, Final 4, and the Championship match. And if you like what you see here, make sure you like, sub, comment below who do you think is going to win. And I don't think I have any more voiceovers left, so I might see you in episode 1, which comes out tomorrow. In round 1, money mammals. All these animals appear on some world's currency. I think that's what this means. So yeah, this is the Monopoly Man's bracket. This is all these animals are on someone's currency. I don't know which ones. I was going to do that originally, but it was already taking me too long to make this, so I didn't do that. So hey, that can be homework for you. So the first match, we have the 1-seeded Humpback Whale versus the 16th seed Red Squirrel. How do you think that's gonna end?
See that squirrel over there? Hi, little squirrel. Catch out!
I think this is probably one of the most interesting matches, especially for a round 1 match. This match is insane, and having an Eastern Gorilla as your 9 seed is crazy. That's insane. This side of the bracket is insane. On by mountain lions, jaguars, and other adult bears when they're cubs. So they come from a rough background. They're not pushovers, and they're not aggressive, but they use sounds to intimidate, but only fight for like they're young. My thinking process is that the habitat won't necessarily come into a play here because, you know, it's a gorilla and a bear. They're going to be kind of used to a foresty environment. Yeah, the gorilla's going to be like in a different continent or whatever, but for the most part it should be fine. And then you have the bear, who's not aggressive. He's not aggressive towards other adults, but they'll use sounds to intimidate. The one thing you don't want to do to a gorilla is intimidate it, because it will fight you. A gorilla will definitely fight you if it wanted to, and if you're going to intimidate it, so it's definitely going to fight you. And since the bear is not a fighter on normal, you don't want to really let the gorilla get a jump on you. I don't think you let a 150-pound advantage get the jump on you and you walk out okay. So personally, I think we're looking at an upset. I got the 9 over the 8 seed. I got the gorilla winning this one, in a close one. It's going to be close, but I got the gorilla winning personally. And we got a giraffe versus an anteater. They give out kicks with 2,000 psi, which are able to completely shatter a lion's skull, snapping their necks, proving fatal. They are willing to defend themselves with their long bodies, which is going to be nice to see later down the line, but I don't really think we're going to be seeing it here because the anteater shouldn't really test it that much. He's only standing at 3 feet tall, 8 foot long, and 90 pounds, and they don't really do much besides just eat and chill. So I really don't know how this is going to play out, but it should be a victory for the giraffe. It should be a victory for the giraffe. Then we got the Indian rhinoceros versus the chittle. I don't know how to say a lot of these names. I'm not gonna lie. So you're gonna have to bear with me here. No pun intended. For the second largest living rhino, the largest in Asia. Shit all. Not for real. I mean, I'm not gonna be saying it more because it's losing this fight. But hey, yeah, 34 miles per hour, and it charges at predators when threatened. And it has I don't know if you saw it. Again, peep the neck area here in the first picture. Guys, it got some folded skin that kind of acts as an armor for itself. And they used to use that skin to make like traditional shields, and they are great swimmers. So I got this guy going a pretty good distance. Then we got a roan antelope versus or orangutan. is built like a horse, which for an antelope is pretty crazy. Saying you're built like a horse in your antelope is pretty crazy. I feel like the orangutan's kind of just gonna chill, and if it gets on the ground, that's like the worst thing you can do. But the antelope is definitely not gonna be in the trees, and since they're in the savannah, I imagine there's gonna be barely any trees to swing around from for real. I could be wrong, but always bet on nothing, but I'm betting on an antelope win for this one. But what if the orangutan fell on it? If the orangutan fell on it, I think it would get impaled by the 3-foot long horns. Would be a lot of weight coming down on it, but you got to think it has a 300-pound, not even 300, it's a 400-pound advantage. It's something, if you something 400 pounds lighter than you landed on you and you have horns, I feel like you'd be pretty fine. Sloth versus the hippo. What do you think's gonna happen?
Go! You can't. Whose man is this? You put him on the team. Bro, don't.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know the hippo's gonna win. That's what I do know. And then we got another interesting run. An Arabian orcs. I'll be saying that one, chat. And an Eurasian lynx. Like, one got the speed, one got the size. But what's gonna really come into play here is the habitat. We are in the desert, in the Arabian desert. And the lynx is going to come in with that really thick fur. I think it's going to burn up. And the way they attack, they can burst up to 50 miles per hour. They're going to kind of sneak around and cut in, which one, you can't really sneak around in the desert as a lynx because, you know, there's not a lot of things around. Normally things that sneak around the desert, either got like some camouflage or they're really small and they're in the sand. The lynx has none of those. It's going to be daytime. Is gonna stick out like a sore thumb, and it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot as hell. It's gonna be tired, and he's gonna try to sneak in and pounce on this way bigger animal, and it's just not gonna work. An elephant versus the beach martine. 10 feet tall, 11,000 pounds, huge boy. We need to talk about this right here. A violent rage of testosterone, which can technically happen at any time, but it's common in summer or rainy seasons like March, you know, the month we're in right now. It's a very possibility that this little power boost, I think it might go horny Super Saiyan, might just like take over completely. Alright, got a humpback whale versus eastern gorilla, which could have been cool if it didn't take place in the middle of the ocean and it wasn't a humpback whale. It was probably like something more even, but it's not. So what can you do about this matchup is the fact that it is an Indian rhinoceros and not like just a normal, like, not boring, but, you know, a normal rhinoceros. It's gonna be better for the Indian rhinoceros because its face isn't gonna be able to get kicked as hard, and it probably won't break its skull, which would be great if that doesn't happen. I would hope it doesn't break its skull because I have it predicted to win this fight. The antelope versus the hippo, which is another cool one, but 6,000 pound difference, and both of these two are going to be very willing to fight, very willing to stand on business here, and that's not gonna go. It's not gonna go well for the antelope, but I'm excited to see if this does happen because technically this is a round 2 matchup, so this could not happen. But I hope it does happen, and I'm excited to see how it goes down. But I have the hippo winning the encounter. And then you got this guy, editor. Show us how to pronounce this.
Oryx
versus the Asian elephant. Okay. Now, this fight is going to be good, not because of the animals at play, because I think that's when our horny Super Saiyan kicks in. I think that's when the Asian elephant is going to turn it up a notch. I think we might see it kick in here or the next round, but I have him steamrolling this fight. Final 4 for the Money Mammals. We only got 4 people left, and you know what it's time for? Time to jump up those random locations, baby. We got the rhino versus the humpback whale. Now,
in the ocean, humpback whale sweeps. He takes the cake. But every other location, the humpback whale has no means of survival. You either go to a desert, can't be in the desert. You go to the forest, can't be in the forest. What's the other one? I'm trying to remember. Off the top of my head. Swamp. I don't think a humpback whale is gonna fit in a swamp. So there's a 75% chance that our humpback whale physically can't survive where it's gonna get dropped at. The rhino, 25% chance. I mean, like, yeah, it's a great swimmer, but is it built for the ocean reef? I don't know, but there's like a 25% chance the location cooks it. On the other side of the field is a 75% chance that the location cooks it. So I think it's gonna happen in the desert, though. That's like my small little prediction. I think it's gonna take place in the desert, and with that, the Indian rhino will win. And you got the hippo versus the Asian elephant. Battle of some big fellas. This is definitely when it kicks in. I think testosterone really builds from just doing stuff, just working out, aggression. I think the elephant's gonna get taken over the edge here. I think he might turn up on I think he's turning up on the hippo in this round. I think they have like about the same advantages in every location besides the ocean reef. Hippo might fare a little better, but like everything else, I think it's gonna be pretty even Stevens. And if the elephant gets in that mode, then gonna be a long march for the hippo. So I gave it to the elephant, which brings us to our divisional championship for the Money Mammals. The Monopoly man has bought the best animals he could buy. There's only 2 remaining. We got the rhino, and we got the elephant. The 4 seed versus the 2 seed. It's gonna go down. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be hard. But the thing is, the elephant is still gonna be in that mode, and a rhino is not gonna do much to back that down. So I have your Asian elephant being the Money Mammal champion. First, you gotta learn about our library legends. These are animals commonly found in libraries. There's something else about it too, but I forgot. But there's some library dwelling animals, maybe fiction, or I'm not gonna spoil anything. So our first seed is a crocodile. First seed, the number 1 seed is a Nile crocodile against a papyrus, which is a plant, not the character from Undertale. Yeah, it's a crocodile. But both of these creatures, I guess, they both go in the same place. The papyrus, they grow in the Nile River, and the Nile crocodile, where do you think he's from? Anyone want to guess? But let's learn about our Nile crocodile while we're here. 20 feet long, 1,653 pounds. He's a big fella. 22 miles per hour in the water, 10 on land, but can burst up to 22 in short sprints. 5,000 psi on the bite. That is going to kill you. They're aggressive, but they're more like a sit and wait hunters, like to feel the area out, and they can take down a wildebeest and go months without eating. So they're pretty self-sustaining, and they can hold themselves. The thing is, with plants in Marshmallow Madness, they never just plants. There's always something about it. They always end up doing something that, like, do the crocs eat the plants? No, they do not. I don't think so, at least. I'm pretty sure it's a carnivore. Pretty sure. I mean, like, probably like accidentally, but I don't think it's like I don't think you're going to eat it like a cow eats grass. But plants always end up doing something in Marshmallow Madness that kind of like elevate a later round. So you don't count out the papyrus from messing up the bracket just because it loses round 1. Hawk might just walk off the battlefield, not gonna lie. That is very possible. That happened last year with the ring seal.
This match was some
Jeez.
The two had a meet up, and the ring seal ended up rubbing up on the tree to shed some of its fur, apparently for spring, and then it goes into fresh water, it gets counted for a ring out, and the two are moving on.
I really hope they don't do that to a 1 seed Nile crocodile. Croc can't go out like that. That'd be devastating. But I don't know. what's really gonna happen here. Kind of scared after you said that. I didn't really think about that. I forgot that happened last year, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't happen. Peon rabbit versus a mouse. Not really a specific mouse, just mouse. Other social creatures, but the mouse is more social within themselves rather than the rabbit who socializes with other animals like itself. So with that case, and the rabbit freezing and hiding to avoid conflict, and then later on making a run for it, compared to the mouse that will immediately make a break for it, I think the rabbit is going to take the win just off of the mouse probably seeing the rabbit and then killing immediately. Because I'm pretty sure the rabbit would probably see a mouse and be like, yo, what's up, mouse? And the mouse is going to go ahead and skedaddle up out of there. We got a gray fox versus a book scorpion. Pretty sure the gray fox is going to take this one. We're going on the book scorpion. Just going undetected by a fox. Persian eagle owl. 2 birds in one name. So pick one. And then you got a silverfish from Minecraft. I hate silverfish. Top 5 least favorite things ever. So my headcanon, the eagle owl hits the silverfish with a Goku style Kamehameha and fries it completely in the owls. Alright, now we got the domestic cat. This is just a cat versus a common pipstrel bat. What a mouthful. That wins absolutely. So this is what I'm thinking, right? We all know cat. We know what cats do. We know what bats do. I'm thinking a cat is going to see this bat fly around like a little tennis ball, and he's gonna pick at it. He's gonna jump at it. And he's gonna catch it eventually, because the bat can't fly forever. It's only moving at half the speed that the cat is moving at. The cat's gonna catch it eventually. Not gonna be good back for that. Stick dog versus the book. I'm saying louse because it looks like mouse and house, but it's with L. So that's what we're going with. Book louse. Another really small guy. Just chills and eats mold. It's cool. Eats mold, and it's a dog. The average, no, not the average, a peak dog, domesticated dog is probably gonna clock in around 343 pounds. Big boy, that's like King Corso. That's like Great Dane range. 45 miles per hour. The bite force can vary. Given the size, though, this one is going to be a mean one. They're pretty good hunters, so you know how domesticated dogs move when they're actually trying to get something done. It's going to be, it's a 3 seed? Come on, now. That's a get it done dog. That dog is going to get some things done this bracket. You got the white stork. I'm not even going to try that, bro. I'm not going to lie. Most Mesopotamian. Here. It's a fish. Got a stork and a fish. What do you think happens here, huh? This is a big fish, though. Now we got lions versus mold. So remember how I said that guy eats mold? I hope the mold doesn't. I hope the mold doesn't eat him. Wondering what are lions doing in a library? It's actually based off of like the little lion statues that rest outside of libraries. That's why there's 2 of them. Yeah, man. Yeah. March Mammal Madness, man. Love it or hate it. They're gonna give you something. They're gonna give you something like that, man. Gotta love. All right, round 2. We got a Nile crocodile versus a rabbit. What do you think happens? Interesting. Eagle owl versus the gray fox. This is gonna be pretty interesting. I'm excited to see this one. If it again, since it's a round 2, if it does happen, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. Honestly, I'm being real right now. I forgot who I said it was. Come down to who's gonna be the aggressor of the encounter. But given the fact that gray foxes do not like bigger enemies or bigger opponents, as many animals do, they might just end up running away. I can also see the eagle owl running away. So this is gonna be who's gonna stand on business in this. And I think the eagle owl might do it. It just swoops in from the sky, gets a good little scare in. Fox is gonna blow it up out of there. The fox sees the owl first. I don't know how it's gonna happen. You're at the owl's crib. Don't know how it's gonna happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure they both like kind of work in the mountains though. But yeah, it's just who sees who first and who scares the other. Chat. Now we got A battle older than time itself. The domestic cat versus the domestic dog. We have seen this play out many a times. We have seen this matchup in real life many a times. This is the fight of a century. We've seen this everywhere, but never here. Never in March Mammal Madness. This is history. This is history. We're on the brink of history. All we need to have is these two win their round twos, and we get the matchup of a lifetime. Now let's look at it. The 43-pound dog versus like a 30-pound cat. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's over. The cat is finished. It's tarnished. But you have to remember, a lot of these cats are scrappy. They get down with these dogs. Some of them are not backing down. They're not going for that. But on March Mammal Madness, on this stage, with the lights this bright, you think the dog is gonna let that happen? You think the dog is gonna let some cat punk it out of a March Mammal Madness bracket? You say yes, I say no. I say no. The dog is gonna get it done. Exactly, it's at his peak. It's not happening. It's not happening. You see the seed there? He's double the seed. He's double the seed for a reason. I got the dog winning the match of the century. Give me the dog, man. Dog in 5. It's gonna be a great match, though. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for that match. But then we got lions. We go from cats to 2 lions anyway, so it's not like the cats are gone. And they're going against a white stork. 2 lions against a white stork. What do you think's gonna happen? Last 4 combatants for this division. Let's talk about it. Now crocodile versus the eagle owl. We're in a random location. The crocodile, I can see it faring pretty well in about just every location. Don't really see it getting messed up in a swamp, obviously. I feel like it should be relatively fine in an ocean. I mean, you know, saltwater versus freshwater, but like, bro, lock in, bro, you'll be alright. Desert might be a little bit of an issue, but it is a crocodile, so like maybe he'll be fine. I don't know. And then what's the other one? The forest? Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be pretty fine. Owl on the other hand, excuse me, sorry, Godzilla make me burp a lot. But owl on the other hand, I mean, I can imagine the ocean, like there's a bird that can just fly over the ocean. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. I don't know how vast this ocean is because last year there was an ocean, but there was like they started talking about a coast, so maybe there'll be some land nearby just in case. But I don't know. I don't see, unless the Nile crocodile has like freaking allergic reaction to the salt water. I don't see the Nile crocodile losing this one. And so yeah, I got them moving on to the final. And then we got lions. Where you see that dog? We'll move us on to our divisional championship. We will see the 1 versus the 2 seed. A tale old as time. Crocodiles versus 2 lions. And what do you think is gonna happen when 2 lions walk up to a Nile crocodile? I'll tell you what's gonna happen. That crocodile is gonna bite one of them motherfuckers on the butt. He's gonna hit that little roll. He's gonna get the rolling. And one of the lions, he's either gonna get the fuck up out of there, or he's gonna get the same fate too. I got the Nile crocodile winning. I got the Nile crocodile winning this one. That's my goal. On me, yeah, that roll might get him. It's gonna get him. He's gonna pop his head out that water. He gonna get him. Now you gotta think about the random environment. If they get swamped, if they roll swamp, they're cooked. They're fried. Matter of fact, it don't matter what they roll. They're fried. Their best bet is getting in that forest, and even then, I don't see them winning. And you know why? Well, it's yeah, I said they're scary. They're scary as hell. I got a crocodile winning, man.
Hey, it's me again. You know what? In a little gift for you staying for this long already, I will tell you the result of the wild card as it's already in, and the assassin bug did indeed come off on top. We're off to a great start.
So metal. These animals have really cool names. These are really cool named animals. That's literally all. This is just built around hype and aura. And I'm not gonna say I played a role in this division. I'm just gonna say this. This is all I'm gonna say. Professor Katie who directs March Mammal Madness, she watched my last video. I don't think I ever said this like in an actual video because that was like the final, so I never got to say it. But the person that runs March Mammal Madness watched the final last year. I don't know how many other videos they watched, but they definitely watched the final because they commented on my Blue Sky post about it, and she said she really liked my awards that I gave out, and one of them was the ore farmer because there's a lot of ore going around, and the description for this is that these guys have a lot of aura. So I'm just saying, King Oshi got them ties. King Oshi got rank in March Mammal Madness now. Ain't to pay me. I'm just blessed to be here. I'm just humbled to be here. I'm just humbled to be a cog in this machine, man. I'm just humble. I'm just so humble. Maybe we'll get her again this year. Who knows? But we have someone I've been waiting to be in this bracket for years now. The Honey Badger, an absolute savage, going against our wild card matchup, that being the Assassin Bug on the right there. Let's talk about him. 35 pounds, 3 feet long. I'm going to go ahead and spoil it. If you need a bathroom break, this might be the time to take it. Because these animals, all these animals in this bracket, they are tiny. These guys are little. this is like if you lift up a rock, it's a whole bunch of bugs fighting under a rock, because these boys are little. Alright, be right back. God has killed my own viewers. We got the leash shrew versus the long-tailed Planigale. Probably did what I do every time I don't know who's gonna win. I gave it to the higher seed. So let's go. Leash shrew moves on. Probably. Fridge limp bat. That's a face only a mother could love. Jesus. Holy. All these rock wedging abilities that the Chihuahua can do is gonna mess you up. It's gonna trip you up. So give me the 5. This was pretty interesting though. If you ain't back, you might miss out on a banger. I'm not gonna lie. The Pacific Lamprey, you gotta look out for that guy. That guy's pretty cool. You got the bone worm. But it's only 3 feet. It's only 3 feet. It's like 5 pounds. So, great picture, but it's like getting catfished on Tinder. I saw these stats. I was like, bro, what? Nothing to know. But I got the 4 over the 13 here. And now we got the Southern Grasshopper mouse versus the Europigi. Leveled up. Hell yeah. 40 grams, bro. 5 inches in the eat rodents, insects, and scorpions. If you need a reminder on who it's going against, the scorpion eating mouse, who they're going against, it looks like a scorpion if you ask me. So thought this dude was finna be Godzilla when I saw his name. 22 inches in length. He is slow. Yeah, he's staying in tundras and forests in that cold Serbian weather. Survives extreme freezing. Well, guess what, buddy? Now you're in the desert. So I feel like that's not gonna go too well. So I got the 3 over the 14, and then we got the bloodworm versus the shriek. They normally say early bird gets the worm. I don't think it's happening this time because this boy's packing some venom, and he's gonna be in the ocean. I don't think this guy can swim too well. I don't think they handle the ocean too well. Dude, look at this dude. This dude is cool looking. I'm just gonna call you Aussie. Aussie versus the cicada killer wasp. These guys are. This is what the bracket's about. Look at that guy. He's only 15 pounds. Got a 9-foot wingspan though. It's pretty cool. The soaring scavenger drops bones from heights to break them. That's wicked. And he's a bone eating specialist. Now, the cicada killer, it does paralyze cicadas. I don't know if it can do that to anything else though. So I gave it to the bird here. And then we got round 2 of That's So Metal. Got the honey badger versus this little dude. Oh wait, no, I gave the 9 over the 8. I lied. I had the 9 over the 8. I feel like I had a reason now that I'm reading it. I think I had a reason, but I forgot. Yeah, I got the 1 over the 9 here. We got the common chihuahua versus the lamprey. I don't know what we're even doing here, man. It's like we in the ocean. You're a lizard. You stick yourself in the rocks. If you stick into your rocks, if you're sticking the rocks in the ocean, you're gonna drown, buddy. You fried yourself. Got the 4/5. Now we got the southern grasshopper mouse versus the Gila monster. And you gotta. It really just comes down to size difference. Just size difference, and the fact that we're packing some venom in the Gila that the mouse doesn't, one, know about, or two, has a defense for. So pretty sure I gave it to the Gila here. And then we got the bloodworm versus my boy Aussie. And you know what they say, the early bird gets the worm, and that's going to absolutely happen here. I got the 2/7. Now I got the final 4. Honey badger versus the lamprey. I think I lied here. This is a random location. I said it's going to be in a specific. It's a random location. It can be anywhere. It could be in the ocean reef. It could be in the desert. Could be in the swamp. Could be in the forest. But I think I got the honey badger winning this one, because like they're both 3 feet, but you got a 30-pound advantage. Could be in the water. The swimming could come to a degree, but I wouldn't bet on it. And yeah. And maybe the thick skin will be enough to like help it not get its fluids drunk in, but who knows. But I got the honey badger moving on because I'm just really happy a honey badger is finally here. I hate that its division is low-key Mickey Mouse, but you know, you gotta get it somehow. And the information's wrong, but humbly, I'm kind of guessing here. I can see the honey badger winning. I can see Aussie winning, but I'm saying it's hype and aura over everything, bro. I got Aussie as the champion, bro. That's hype and aura. Like, what are we here for? What are we here for? Hype and aura. We are in that metal for hype and aura. Who has the most hype and aura? Look at the red. Look at the red feathers, man. Look at the eyes. That's aura. That's aura. That the honey badger is not packing. You just gotta feel these things. You just gotta feel these things out, man. Like who would win? Like why would the hype and aura bracket come down to facts and statistics and research? No, it's gonna come down to aura. You gotta just feel the champion. You gotta feel him out. And this is who I felt out. So Aussie punches his golden ticket into the final 4, and now things get serious. Guys, did you know that animals die? They do die. But did you know that when a lot of the same animal dies, that's bad? And that can lead to extinction. All these animals are gone. They're all dead. These animals are no longer with us. They have all went extinct. But before you get too hyped, no, there's no dinosaurs. No, there's no dinosaurs. These are all animals that have went extinct in like the era, or like the era of man, of humankind. So with that, we move on to Stellar Sea Cow versus St. Kilda House Mouse. There's a lot of mice this year. No, there's no dodo bird. No dodo bird. I thought there was going to be one, but I think they went extinct before. Like, I think like the large majority of them were out of the way by the time humans came. I think so. But they're not here anyway, so it doesn't matter. This dude is fat. He's 8,800 pounds. He's fat. The other dude, he's an ounce. I'm tired of all these mice. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired of the mice. You gotta call an exterminator. Oh, that's insensitive. All the house mouse have been killed. The house mice have been killed, and I said call an exterminator. That's messed up. I'm so sorry. Let's move on. It's awkward now. It's awkward. Saudi gazelle versus the Japanese otter, representing their home countries that unfortunately killed them. We lost the Japanese otter in 2012. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, chat? I think the otter is better. And I would agree with you. I would agree that the otter is better. But No. I would agree with you that he is better, but not here. No, not this day. He's climbing up a 30-pound weight difference. And what else is he fighting? Habitat. You got Japanese river and coast residing otter, which kind of tends to be pretty cool, pretty nice, calm environments, and you're gonna drop him dead in an Arabian desert. I just said drop him dead. Oh my gosh, that's so insensitive. Why did I say that? At the Baji, it's like a dolphin against the giant rice rat. More rats, more rodents. Going extinct after European arrival. But no, I got the 5 over the 12 here. That weight difference is going to be too much for it to conquer. Then you got the Caribbean monk seal. This is the Yalera? 8. They got like the general things it did. And I got the 4 over the 13 here. We got our 6 seed. I'm not even going to try to say that. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to call him Die. No boy, Die versus the Little Swan Island hut. Yeah, go a hut. 6 seed coming around 65 pounds. 11 seed is only 6 pounds. Got some little fellas coming out in this bracket. Not going to prove to withstand going on later into the bracket, but it's going to be enough to get it down here. I got the 6 over the 11. And then we got the 3 seed versus the 14. I was trying not to add the fossil. I was trying to get something besides just the bones, but all the other pictures had him facing to the left, so you couldn't see his face. All you could see was his body. And I know that happened with the monk seal, but this guy's cool. I want you to see his whole body. And unfortunately, the only way you can see that is with the bones, but that's cool. That's pretty neat. How dare you? It reminds you how real death is. You see that? Yeah, he's dead forever. No more fantasy land. No, he's dead. First mammal driven to extinction from climate change, and we're next. Stay woke. I got the 3 over the 14. We got 7 seed versus the sea mink, island wolf. We got a wolf versus this like otter-like creature here. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot get any information about this dog. Like I don't think they cared about this dog. Me being in the wolf, maybe. I know nothing. I literally know nothing. He's 30 pounds. He's 20 pounds. He's a predator scavenger, sea mink. Also a predator. You know, they're both carnivores, but he's hunting fish and crab. I can honestly see this going either way. I set the 7 over the 10. If you want to say 10 over the 7, I will not judge you. I will not be mad. Then we got the camel versus the New Zealand greater short-tailed bat. What a mouthful of a name. Mouthful of a name to blink of an eye in the tournament because he's going against a 1,300-pound camel. Get the sea cow versus the gazelle. 8,800 pounds, big fella versus the 55-pounder. We're in his waters. What do you think happens? I got the 1 over the 8. Baji versus the monk seal. This one's gonna be fun. This one's gonna be pretty fun. I'm excited to see how this goes down because I know for a fact it's gonna happen. This one's definitely gonna happen. These two are making it past round 1. I want to see what this happens. I look, forgot what I said. Hold on. Oh snap! I look, forgot who I said wins. I like the seal. What do you think? What does chat think? We got one vote. We got one vote seal. I'll go with the crowd. I'll play with the audience. Me too. All right, we'll go with the seal. We'll say the seal wins. Hey, seal wins. Woo! 4 over the 5. Yeah. Camel versus the wolf. This wolf is dead. Yeah, this wolf is dead. Dropping him in the desert. Not gonna be a great time. It's gonna be nice and hot. And you got him in a 1,270-pound weight difference. And you know nothing about him. I know a lot about the camel. It's gonna be hard to bet against that. And then you got the 6 versus the 3. Look at the weight difference, man. Give me the 3. And now we move on to our final 4. Let's see if you're right. Show me the seal. I gave it to the 5. I don't know why I did that, to be honest. I don't know why I did this. I feel wrong. So I should absolutely have the seal here, but I don't. I can't go back. I can't. It's already. We're doing it live. You know what? We'll fix it right now. Yeah. Me editing this right now. Scratch out the 5. Put the monk seal there. Let's say the 4 is here, right? We got the 4 versus the sea cow. The sea cow still wins. Going to a random location. Wrong. Force each actually be there until round 1 drops, and then I have to make my video, and then I see this. Then I'll say which one was right. So I can't lose either way. Now we got the 2 versus the 3. Now we got some big boys coming in. Some big fellas. Almost an 1,000-pound difference for our 3 seed. And those horns are definitely going to be proved to be an issue for a camel. I can just imagine like those two this is gonna be like a headbutt to the body, and that's gonna be it for the camel. They're in the desert, that would be great for the camel. They're in the ocean, that would be great for the bull. Unfortunately, my brain says that they're gonna be in a swamp, and it's gonna be kind of even Stevens, but I got the 3 over the 2 in the upset. And now we have the championship, a 1 versus 3 matchup. I think this is our last divisional championship for tonight. I think it is. And who's going to go on to represent the people, our friends who are no longer with us? We got 8,000 pounds against 2,000 pounds. It's not looking good. Until Katie, she gets her fingers to working on the Blue Sky app and tells us that March Mammal Madness magic happens. And these 2 get dropped into the desert. It's not looking good for the sea cow. He's on the brink of, for the lack of a better term, he's on the brink of death. And our 3-seeded 3-seeded bull dude is gonna be the Extinction Forever champion. I have some absolute whimsy happening in that final matchup that's gonna lead to this happening. And now we're down to just 4 animals against That's So Metal's 2 seed, the Aussie. I don't think I have information slides, actually. I think I just have straight pictures. I don't want to click it because I don't want to spoil it. But I'll just go talk with the picture. Croc wins? Absolutely the Croc wins. I got the Nile over the Aussie. I do not have information here. Okay, good. And now we got the Asian elephant plus its Super Saiyan testosterone elephant boost going against the Extinction is Forever. Arcus the bull. It's not gonna look good. It's not gonna be good for the bull. Can't lie. Yeah, the elephant wins. Yeah, he's taking him down. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be rough, but it's gonna be. I don't. A lot of things have to go right for this matchup to happen. But if it does happen, it's gonna be fun. I know that for a fact. But the elephant is absolutely taking the cake here. Now that leads us to the championship round. The last fight of March Mammal Madness. It's just 2. Now Crocodile versus the Asian elephant. Let me set you a stage. The Asian elephant is going to come in raging, ready to go. He is going to be in a blind. I really hope this happens because this will be amazing. He's going to be in such a blind rage. All he's going to want to do is stomp out this crocodile. I don't know how this will go. Hey, I'm trying to show you my world here, but I see the elephant being in such a blind rage that the crocodile will obviously know when it's outclassed, when it's in a position of danger, like most animals will. But the thing about crocodiles is NLE Croc taking this shit. Yeah. The thing about crocodiles is you don't want to go in headstrong against a crocodile, because remember that sit and wait predators kind of strategy that they have. They're going to wait for you to slip up. They're going to wait for you to be caught off guard. So while you're stampeding around as an elephant, you're not gonna really notice when a crocodile is chipping away at you bit by bit. And you're gonna want to use your brains over your bronze. You're gonna want to know what's going on here. But given the size of an elephant and where a crocodile is, that's gonna be a risky game for the crocodile. He can get stepped on. He could easily just get smushed, flung around, all type of business. And it's gonna be the elephant. He's gonna have him right there. He's gonna have him on the ropes. Then boom, environment changes. We are now in a swamp. The crocodile gets back in his prime. He's sneaking around again. The elephant is realizing that it lost a lot of blood. It's coming down, and your 2026 March Mammal Madness champion will be, you heard it here first, folks, the Nile crocodile. He's taking this one home. This is his year. The crocodile's gonna get it done this year, and I think it's gonna be interesting. I can't like say. Last year I would bet that house. I would bet that house on the polar bear winning last year, but now it's like, dude, I see a lot of things happening this year. I'm excited. I'm excited. And it's like this is not even like the real result yet, and I'm like, geez, I'm just waiting to see what happens. But I have the crocodile winning this year. It's the size. It's the size of an Nile crocodile. The strategy, because you got a lot of bigger animals that just kind of tend in and they want to muscle up on you. But when an animal that is this big can catch you off guard so quickly, you can't really turn the tide on an animal like a crocodile. So when it's in a favorable position, it's going to use that advantage really, really well, and it's not going to be great for whoever is up against. So,
and that will do it. Episode 0 of March Mammal Madness is in the books. It is Friday, so that means I will see you here tomorrow for the round 1 results of Money Mammals and Library Legends. If you like what you saw here today, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Who do you think is going to win? You might not agree with me, so who do you think is going to win? Where was I wrong at? Where was I tripping? You let me know, and let's have a great March. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.